Hello, wherever you are. Λοιπόν, guys, σήμερα Τετάρτη, σήμερα Τρίτη μάλλον, αύριο Τετάρτη. Χθες, με τα δύο βίντεο που ανέβηκαν, κλείσαμε τα 100 βίντεο στο κανάλι. Ήμουν πάρα πολύ χαρούμενος για το όλο σκηνικό, γιατί τα κλείσαμε πριν καν τον ένα χρόνο. Προσπάθησα να κάνω ένα live stream, όσο live stream μπορεί να θεωρηθεί βασικά, στο YouTube. Για να σας πω ένα μεγάλο ευχαριστώ για να παίξουμε λίγο Isaac. Παρ' όλα αυτά δεν τα κατάφερα γιατί για κάποιο λόγο μία δεν έγραφε το YouTube, μία έγραφε αλλά δεν έγραφε το παιχνίδι, έβγαζε μόνο εμένα. Τέλος πάντων δεν πειράζει, it's ok. Θα το γυρίσουμε το βίντεο σε και βάση σίγουρα. Δεν πρόκειται να το αφήσω έτσι. Οπότε πάμε να τελειώσουμε λίγο Wolf Among Us. Λογικά το ευχαριστήριο βίντεο θα ανέβει την άλλη εβδομάδα, γιατί αυτή την εβδομάδα θέλω να ανεβάσω λίγο παραπάνω Warcraft 3 για να ελευθερώσω χώρο από το δίσκο μου. Οπότε λογικά το ευχαριστήριο βίντεο με Minecraft θα ανέβει... ναι, ok. Με Isaac θα ανέβει τη Δευτέρα.
Still warm. He's here, all right.
Μου φορά έχει πεθάνει αυτός που είχε το μπαρ, εκείνο το φανταστικό μπαρ μέσα εισαγωγικά μπαρ, έτσι. Και εμείς τώρα ψάχνουμε τον αρχηγό ουσιαστικά της συμμορίας μέσα εισαγωγικά.
Of course.
Που θα παίξουμε το κλασικό 25 λεπτό. Εκτός και αν δω ότι ok, τραβάει. Οπότε θα το τελειώσουμε σήμερα. Let's see. Ναι, και αυτό είναι το σήμα του Jax, οπότε ναι.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Nada. Let's open the door.
Bigby Wolf. The big bad wolf.
Okay. Ας φτιάξω λίγο το mousepad, εντάξει. Μας μιλάει πλέον τη Mary αν δεν κάνω λάθος. Okay.
You used to be something.
Τι φάση. Misty Y. Οι τρεις κοπέλες που πέθαναν. Οι δύο μάλλον και η Μαρίσα, κάπως έτσι νομίζω λέγεται. Συνάντηση Snowwood, αυτό δεν το έχουμε δει. Ήταν από πιο πριν φαντάζομαι. Η συνάντησή μας... Μάλιστα.
They used to fear you. They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Τι φασούλα. Από εδώ πέρα, κάτω από το πέρα. Oh.
Silver.
Silver bullets. Hello,
It's
Bloody
about
Mary.
time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned? Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Nope. Γιατί η δικιά σου μαθαίνει. Έτσι. Α, το που είναι μεγάλο. Όχι, ξεκινάμε να παίρνουμε τη μοναδική μας μορφή. Μάλλον τη werewolf μορφή μας. Ναι, σήμερα για ποιο λόγο δεν μπορώ να μιλήσω. Και έτσι είναι τσαβαρές και οι πόρνοι. Where is he? You know. Can't you fuck off? Το πάτησα! Το πάτησα γιατί δεν τα απέφυγα. Τώρα το πέτει. Αυτό δεν το απέφυγα.
Where are you? Come out and face me.
Όπα. Και true all. Goes Bloody Mary. Ναι, okay, with mirror passing. Αλλά και σγάμισε. Είναι γαμμένο το πώς δείχνει τουλάχιστον. Bloody Mary έχει γεμάτα παντού. Εμφανίζονται στους καθρέφτες. Αυτό το αρσένος. Και είναι και ωραίο φυσικά δηλαδή. Δεν είναι μόνο του πότε είναι το παιχνίδι. Το 8, 4, έχει το ίδιο που βγήκε. Αλλά για την χρονολογία που βγήκε έχει πάρα πολύ καλά γραφικά. Για να πατέψω αλφα. Ή τίποτα. Όπα. Θέλουμε κι εμείς μορφάρα. Οκ, είμαστε στην κανονική μορφή μας του werewolf. High level φάση. Όπα. Φάση. Πολλοί καθρέφτες, πολλές δηλαδή ναι. Τι σκατά ρε. That's shit. That's a real shit. Να πέφυγα. Scrap out the fight. Μου έχει κάνει το δάμα φίτ. Μου κοιτάω ας πούμε. Είναι και για πουλό. Όπα. True Beautiful is here. Μια Blood Mary. Out. Good. Δεύτερη Blood Mary. Out. Good. Πήγε και εσύ. Πάρα καλή μορφή του Bigby, έτσι. Είναι πάρα πολύ καλή. Σόφα. Μπράβο. Δεν πώς εσύ είστε. Α, έχεις κάποια όλη την κίνηση. I like that. Δεν το κάνανε. And you are dead. Bye bye, little glass. Ωραία, τα καταφέραμε. We make it. Σκοτώσαμε την Bloody Mary. Θα ξαναπαίρνει την κανονική του μορφή, λογικό.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets. Now, I may not be the best shot, but I can guarantee that at least one I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand.
Okay,
I'm
you say
no
so.
murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Maybe you didn't carry it out, but I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself. We both know that. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things.
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders two of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey!
I would say big no.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers.
Αν και θα ακούσω να το πατήσω ένα μπουνίδι,
And your punishment will follow.
αλλά θα κρατηθώ. Θα είμαι ένας καλός γλυκός άνθρωπος μέχρι να τον σφάξω στο γόνατο, ρε. Πραγματικά θα τον σφάξω. Τώρα έχουμε το trial, λογικά. Αν είναι μόνο το trial...
I know, but we have to do something.
Ναι,
You
παιδιά,
fucking
τι ώρα
kidding me?
σήμερα.
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to.
Παιδιά, το τελειώσαμε. Θα σας εξηγήσω, θα δείτε.
He's back.
The crooked man.
Thank God.
Ναι.
Motherfucker.
You little piece of shit.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the
Well,
Crooked
it's
Man's
fine.
place.
It's nothing, I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know. I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be
Fucking
ashamed.
shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt you,
You
Miss
give
White.
the order, you
Georgie may
motherfucker.
have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is...
Okay. Αν πάμε τα kill him, μπορεί να σκότωσα μεν επειδή για να μην υποφέρει,
Sheriff?
παρ' όλα αυτά είναι
Don't worry
δολοφονία.
about it. It's done.
Justice has already been dispatched. Bigby executed him.
He's... What?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been
Εντάξει,
punished.
τελείωσε.
There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything.
Έχεις
We'll
πεθάνει και
deal
δεν το
with it
ξέρεις,
later,
ρε.
but right now you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't.
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the
What
charges.
other charges?
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and
Simply.
providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily. So
Yeah,
you can
sure.
strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you
Stop
didn't.
the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
The rest of the charges are more than enough to deserve
We
execution.
all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its
Hani
citizens.
Okay.
These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
pot.
it fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make
Relax.
something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Relax, guys.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was
but-
working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes.
Nere?
It's true.
Sometimes.
Not to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see, you want to cut right to the point.
I to
I can
pytanie.
appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions,
Nere?
as Georgie was.
Το είδαμε.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When
Well,
your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
okay.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much, but they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true?
Snow?
Okay,
I
fuck
know
off.
what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk
Oh,
about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is
that
important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
you know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
Fuck off.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah,
Α,
right.
ναι, γι' αυτό
I
σίγουρα.
can't promise you perfection.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you, exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
Well,
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
λοιπόν. Και τώρα που τελείωσε εκεί είσαι ένοχος.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murders.
was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Will you just shut the fuck up already?
Έχω να τα παίρνω, mate.
It's okay. Whatever you're getting at, get to it.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man,
That don't make him a murderer.
doesn't it?
For fuck's sake, killing someone who's trying to kill you is
They were
hardly...
there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to escalate things.
Me! It was them! And who sent those two freaks anyway?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where have I
internally.
heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
What? You think you shouldn't be held accountable?
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your
πάρα
employees'
πολύ.
behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It
Πραγματικά είμαι
simply
στο μεγάλο δίλημα
never
αν θα τους
happened.
σκοτώσω ή όχι.
Georgie killed Faith and Lily.
Όχι, θα
End
μου
of
γλιτώσει, δεν
story.
υπάρχει τέτοια
They
περίπτωση.
want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Πιστεύω ότι αυτό έχει κάνει σαν επιλογή το
This
παιχνίδι.
isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
What's that supposed to mean?
Everyone just shut the fuck up.
I mean, a
you.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
This is how it's always
Yes.
been.
See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
Anyone, because you
will be
will be
there?
dead
Miss
in
White.
some minutes.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me.
Con él te ves sin eriza para
I
igual.
don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you
No.
freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
Ας πούμε την
I'm
άλλη.
sorry, I don't think I
Narissa.
know-
My name is Narissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about
Well,
me.
give me a
This
reason.
just confirms it.
Yes, yes.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so.
I have a
Ever.
reason.
You're going to take the word
perfect.
of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Thank you.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw
Oops.
it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Fuck off.
I could always rip your arms off first. Would you enjoy that?
Well,
Café quinto.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't there
stopped.
been
Well,
enough
it's
bloodshed
for me.
already?
It's
rid of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a
Look, I'm making the call.
Why should you?
He is the only officially appointed representative here.
Right. Bigby should decide.
Thank you,
makes sense
guys.
to me?
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay.
So
Mr.
fuck you, Miss White.
It's your call.
Snow,
Just do what you think is right.
Λοιπόν, για να δούμε. Κινητό σκάσε.
yes, Sheriff.
Λοιπόν. Rip his head off. Θα το ήθελα τόσο πολύ. Θα κρατηθώ.
Do
Lock
what you
him up.
think is right.
Θα μείνω σε αυτό.
everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Fuck, 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 fuck.
I hope
No.
you all Remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Συνεχίζουμε. Μετά από αυτό ειδικά σιγά μη σε πεθάνεις έτσι ρε.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you
After
can't
what
be
he's
serious.
done, you're just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All yours.
All right, do it.
Σύμπα το καθηκάκι σου και κλείδωσέ το όπου θέλεις.
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Work is work, I guess.
Ενδιαφέρον.
Hey, Sheriff.
Well, σε ξέρω.
Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Ήταν στο γραφείο των Tweedles.
This fucking line.
Το θυμάμαι αυτό.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Right. Thanks.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Yeah, sure. Πάνε σπίτι σου.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Άρα ο κόσμος θα μείνει σπίτι μας, έτσι, οκ. Το μπλε. Και φορτώνει. Α, φεύγουν οι βάτραχοι.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Don't be so dramatic.
It's just a farm. You don't have to be so dramatic about it. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
Το μαλακισμένο φίλτρο.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice. So
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. Hey, Bigby! Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? I don't know. He, has to run off. Bullshit!
Oh, well. Το ποτέ δεν πήγε. Να το πούμε βαθιά μου για το βατραχάκι στεναχωρέθηκα για το Toad καθόλου. Και μια ωραία γυναίκα μας χαιρετάει. Γυναίκα με τον σωστό τρόπο και όχι με τη Snow White.
Hi.
Χριστός και Παναγία. Το γούστο σου μέσα ρε ψηλέ.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh, yeah, I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Δεν θα το κάνω remove μόνος μου.
I get it.
Και ούτε θα της πω να το βγάλει γιατί... Εντάξει.
I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily.
Oh.
I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Narissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Georgie didn't do mercy. You know that.
He could have been reasoned with. I was counting on that. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God.
You should have cigarette.
Here.
Thank you. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait. So Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
It was for the best.
I guess it worked out in the end. I can't hold that against you.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do.
I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them, could at least save the rest of us.
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Narissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us.
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town, finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I've been making a lot of mistakes lately.
But you've also done a lot of good. Don't forget that. You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Huh. Well...
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Go off it here.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Και έτσι τελειώνει και το 5ο επεισόδιο και το τελευταίο. Παιδιά, τερματίσαμε... Okay. Αν δεν κάνω λάθος, είναι το πρώτο παιχνίδι που τερματίζουμε ever στο κανάλι. Μια στα περισσότερα, ναι, okay, δεν τερματίζονται εύκολα, είναι μερικές πίστες, τέλος πάντων. Oh, quite nice. But, maybe. Κάποτε. Παιδιά, αυτό είναι το The Wolf Among Us. Είναι το παιχνίδι που το ξεκίνησα όταν ψηλάρχισα το κανάλι, γιατί θεωρούσα ότι είναι από τα πιο καλά. Έχουν πάρα πολύ ωραία πλοκή, story και θα μπορούσαμε να κάνουμε κάποια ωραία βίντεο. Τελικά μετά από 14 επεισόδια ή 10, δεν θυμάμαι πώς είμαστε αυτή τη στιγμή. Πιστεύω να σας άρεσε. Και εμείς θα τα πούμε την επόμενη φορά, guys, τη Δευτέρα. Μέχρι τότε να ψήφετε και καλή συνέχεια. Bye!